I am Roberta McAfee Robertson of Global Patriots United. We promote a better world by raising awareness on pressing global issues through interviews, event reporting, and music. As part of our mission, we engage with individuals who provide care and support for those in need. And today, I have with me a very big-hearted woman who runs a rehabilitation center for children with special needs. She is very passionate and devoted, together with her team, in providing support for these lovely kids. She is in the person of Madame Mildred Osei. Welcome, Mildred. So Mildred, tell us a bit about yourself and what really inspired you to do the work you do.
My name is Mildred Osei Asiamah. I'm the founder of Impact Care Rehab Foundation. I set up the center to help children with special needs. I met a child with a condition, cerebral palsy. And when I met the child, I don't have any idea about the condition. So I assumed that this child at age 7 should be able to walk, talk, or do things like a regular child of that age should do. But upon realizing a few things, I got to know that this child has a condition called cerebral palsy. I engaged the mother because the child has been abandoned somewhere. And per the mother, she says that if she takes the child to her workplace, she'll be sacked. So she has to put the child somewhere, go and find something to do and come and take care of the child. And I encourage her to find a place for the child so that the child can also have a life to live. But she told me she has been to several places and they don't accept the child because she's not able to walk, she can't talk, and then she drills as well. And people assume that such children are cursed or maybe does not belong to community. They have to be taken somewhere else. So the child is not accepted in any school or even special school. They don't accept the child. So I also make my background search, and I noticed that yes, it's true, she's not getting a place as well. So I decided that then why don't I rather set up a place to help such children if really I'm touched and I want to help this mother. What really inspires me more, or what really moves me more to do, is that the mother, I kept being in touch with them, but at the end I realized that the mother has involved themselves with all kinds of pepper sprays and other things, and they were told that the child they have to do away with the child. So after I set up the center, I noticed that the child is no more there. That is why I said no. Then I still have to move more to help people, because I don't know how many children or how many lives are going through such situation. That is what moves me to set up the center.
Oh, wonderful. What kind of service do you offer here at Impact Care Rehab Foundation, and the number of children here?
Okay, so we have 36 children at the moment. And initially, the idea of the center was for cerebral palsy, because we don't have centers that handle children with cerebral palsy. We have centers that handle autistic children, Down syndrome. But cerebral palsy is difficult to handle because they don't walk, they drill, and then most of them from age 1 to let's say 20 or 25 are in diapers. So it's difficult to accept such children. So there are 1 or 2 centers, and even with the centers, some advise that you have to come with a nanny or something because it is difficult to handle them. Yes. So basically,
so you accept autistic?
We accept autistic. So we accept autistic. We accept Down syndrome, and then we accept cerebral palsy, which is our main service that we want to do here. Okay, so the service that we offer here to we involve them in creative arts, we involve them in bead working, and then we involve them in daily living skills as well. We are hoping that in the future we will do other, we will involve other things as well.
Okay. Okay. So I'm sure the aim is to get them equipped to some extent. To be independent to some
Okay,
extent.
so we are looking at in the future helping them to be able to be independent. Our main goal is that those that are able to make out something out of them, we'll be able to involve them in doing something and learning handwork skills.
Yeah.
Those that can also join the mainstream, we also try to help them to learn so that they will be able to join the mainstream.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that sometimes we are able to bring some of them out to join the mainstream, but the mainstream is difficult for them to accept them. Yes, but that is our main aim, helping them to at least be independent and do their own thing. And we all don't know when we are going to leave this world, but at least if we are able to impart something in the child's life or able to help the child, at least if we are no more, the child will not be a burden to the one who will be taking care of him or her, but the child will be able to do at least basic things or to able to also work or do something to also get an income.
So it looks like a lot more work. As you were doing, there's a lot more work to must be done in taking away the stigma. And so when they step into the work environment, they are able to still feel very included. So I do know generally, I mean, both locally and globally, we all face challenges, with staffing, be it any institution. But I can imagine the hurdles that you have to go through in staffing the center. Tell us a bit about your experience getting people to actually care, because you can't do it all by yourself, right? So you need people to help you. How has it been?
Okay, it's a big challenge, and it has not been easy as well, because we almost have to employ people often, and sometimes you end up even getting a staff who will come. The moment the child see the kind of children you have, say, hey, no, I can't do such a work. Then tell them, hey, such people exist. So
they are ignorant of even
exactly.
That. Wow.
So it's a big challenge. And also sometimes those that we get who are committed to work too feel like the kind of work that it involves in these children, they need to be paid more. But here in the case too, we are not able to pay them much. So most of the time they work for a fewer months and then they end up leaving. So it's a big challenge to us. And we are hoping and praying that maybe the government will at least since there is a school that train people with special needs, that they will be able to deploy them to special needs so that they can even take up the responsibility to pay them, and then at least it will lessen our burden a bit.
And then maybe more institutions to devote time to provide staffing for centers. Would you walk us through a typical day here? How the staff together with yourself, how you manage taking care of the kids and everything?
Okay, so typically our day-to-day activities, we have a calendar, and then we have an activities that we do during the day as well, every day activities that we do. So Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays normally is for physiotherapy. With the children with cerebral palsy, all that they need is a lot of physiotherapy for them, for their muscles, because they are mostly stiff, so with a lot of physiotherapy to make them a bit relaxed. So most of the time we do physiotherapy for them as well. And when we wake up in the morning, because all of them are in diapers, so we bath them in things, and then we do physiotherapy for them also in time. We break around maybe 10 o'clock for them to have their snack, and then also we go back again to our physiotherapy as well. After lunch, we make them watch cartoons and other educational activities as well. With the autism and Down syndrome, we involve some of them are able to do creative art, some of them are able to do beads, and then some of them too are able to also do some kind of what do you call it, sleepers and other things. So what we do is that when they wake up, we just have our morning devotion, and then we break into their classrooms. We divide their classroom per their ability.
Okay.
So they go to their classrooms in their ability, and then they do their activities work. 10 o'clock, they also break for their snack. They come back again. We involve them in daily living skills, teaching them how to wash, teaching them how to do basic cooking, and then teaching them how to keep themselves also and going, because we know that they are growing, so they should be able to at least take care of themselves, and then maybe to not be a burden to people when maybe they are not.
Oh, fantastic. So, Mildred, I know you did mention what inspires you, but what really drives you and your team to do this important work?
Okay, for me personally, I would say that I love children, and I also I'm passionate about when I see children, and also when they are going through challenges and other pain. I feel it, then I try to do more to find ways that I can help. So for me, the love and then the passion that I have for them make me set at the center and always encourage me to do more. And for my staff, I have staff who have children with special needs, so they understand the condition, and then they say, oh, since I'm not working and I'm home, and I also have a child like this, maybe if you are able to at least give me some food, a little money, I'll be able to also come and help wherever I can. So, it also, they also have the love for the children, because they also have children with them. Aside that, the others that I'm working with are people that also came around, and then they got to know what I'm doing, and then they feel like, oh, we will also help you to do it.
Oh, right. What are some of the other challenges you face here in Practical? Challenges that you haven't mentioned yet.
One of the biggest challenges is rent.
Okay.
So this is our fourth place that we are moving to. Most of the time when we move to a particular place, and then because when I'm going to rent a place, I go alone. So after the rent, and then they see the kind of children I'm getting, hey, you should have informed us that, oh, these are the kind of people you are bringing here. So because they've already taken their money, but after the rent ends, they will not renew it for you again. So far, this is our fourth place, and we have been here for 2 years. Now we are hoping that at least we will not be asked to leave until we get our own place. So it's our hope that we get our own place. And aside that, you notice that the compound we are living it's not our own. We are living with other tenants, and the biggest challenge with them also is that most of them also don't know about the condition of the children. So sometimes when they see them, the kind of looks they used to look at you, or the kind of look they look at the children, sometimes you even feel embarrassed. Sometimes too, they don't even like to talk to you because you are handling such children. So it's difficult. And then we have an NGO that comes here every 2 weeks to offer free physiotherapy for the children. And not only for our children, for them, they do it for everybody. For those living around this area, up to Kaswa. And then most parents have challenges bringing their kids to the physio. They wish they can bring the children to the therapy, but most of the time when they sit in the car, people complain, people look at them, and people get down from the car they also sit in the car. So it's also a challenge. It's our hope and our prayer that we will create, one of our focus is creating more awareness for people to also understand the condition, that they are not cursed, it's not a disease, it's a condition, and we should be able to accept them wherever we find them. At least if more awareness are created, or if more awareness go far, people will get to understand our people, and then they'll also embrace us.
Yeah, I think I definitely agree.
And then
I'm sure,
also,
yes.
our challenge is with staff salary as well, because they feel like the work is 24/7.
Yeah.
We should always be with them. We have to sleep with them. We wake up with them. It's a 24 hours work, so it's also difficult for them as well. And then they expect that at least because it's a 24-hour, the salary should be at least meaningful. But we are also doing all this by ourselves. So for now, we are hoping that the little that they are taking, there will be a bigger opportunity, or there will be a bigger breakthrough for them, so that they can be able to gain at least something that will also make them happy. Although they've accepted the work to do it, but at least they are being motivated more, they will also do more.
Yeah, I totally agree. I can imagine that through this whole process and everything you've set up, it has really schooled you, really, you know? Yeah, and I believe that yes, more awareness must be made, all NGOs, all individuals. Yeah. Looking forward, maybe 5 to 10 years from now, with the necessary or adequate resources and support for your center, what do you envision, Impact Care Rehab Foundation to be?
Okay, one is to get an inclusive school, an inclusive center where both disability and without disability can enjoy. There should be also a rehabilitation, what do you call it, recreational place where both children can enjoy as well, whether you have a disability or not. It should also be able to have a bigger training center where we'll be able to train people that they can be able to employ them in other organizations, any other organization that they can fit in. And yes, as well. Also with the we're hoping that at least 5 to 10 years time, people should understand us. People should understand what a disability is, and then who they are and what they are, and why we should be able to accept them in our community.
And then narrowing down to this facility, what do you envision this facility, the kind of impact this facility to be making?
Okay, for the impact for Impact Care, we are trying our best that with the children that we have here, we'll be able to train most of them so that they can be on their own. They can be able to at least do their own work. They will learn some skills to be able to impart for their own lives. They can at least set up a center to do business on their own as well. And those that also need to be, when you go outside the world, there are a lot of disability people who are lawyers. There are lots of disability people who are IT experts. We can also do it here as well. So we are looking at also meeting up with that.
That's good. So Mildred, what is your final words to our global audience?
All that we can say is that wherever you see a child or anyone with special needs, please make sure that all we need is encouragement. We don't need to be pity, because we ourselves believe in ourselves that we are special, we are different. It is not a disease. It is not. We are not cursed, but it's just a condition. So all we need is love. If you come across anybody with a condition, just embrace the person and then show some love. If you are living with anybody in the house, to please encourage the person as well. We don't need to be neglected. We don't need to. The stigma has to stop, because it has become a worry to us most of the time. And these kind of things also break parents who are raising kids with special needs. They end up killing their children because even they are already going through a lot. And then we also add our stigmatization to it as well. So we will plead with people that at least when we meet anybody with the condition, we will ask that please and please again, please encourage the person. They are just like us. You can chat with them, you can talk to them, you can embrace them, and then give them the encouragement. That is what we need.
Hi, Mildred. Thank you so much for making time for us. I know they need your care 24/7, but you were able to slot just a little bit of time for us. We are very grateful, and we continue to encourage you to keep doing the wonderful work you do. And we need more support coming your way. I am Roberta McCaffrey Robertson of Global Patriots United, promoting a better world. Thank you.